I bring you good news if you are a flat or apartment owner and if your housing complex is registered as a cooperative housing society. From now onwards, by virtue of an Aurangabad bench of Bombay High Court, all cooperative institutions, including cooperative housing societies, are brought under the ambit of Right to Information Act. This has far-reaching consequences, particularly in Maharashtra, because Maharashtra has spearheaded the cooperative societies movement. How does this affect an ordinary flat owner? This is how. If you're a flat owner and if your complex is registered as a society, you can now ask for information and you cannot be denied that information by the office bearers of the cooperative housing society. Until now, the cooperative housing society more or less acted as the private fiefdom of the chairman and his coterie of office bearers. Not so anymore. Under Right to Information application, a range of information can now be sought which will help you understand whether your cooperative housing society is above board in terms of honest and transparent dealings. The details: the Maharashtra Cooperative Societies Act 1960 so far did not envisage such a provision, and the deterrents of this move often quoted Section 2A, 2H and Section 8 of the RTI Act, where public authority has been clearly defined. So the contention was that Maharashtra cooperative housing societies are not a public authority. The bench that passed this order thinks otherwise, and high praise be given to Justice Sangeet Rao Patil, Justice T.V. Nalavade, who in a very prudent judgment give you the power to do the following. One of the most important provisions is that your cooperative housing society engages in a variety of business transactions. You can now have access to deliberations and minutes of meetings that awarded a particular contract to a particular vendor. You can call for bank statements and transactions. You can call for a list of other members with their names and email IDs. Basically speaking, with one move, an ordinary member of the cooperative housing society has now more power than the chairman and his fellow office bearers who held all the power simply by virtue of not giving out all necessary information. In addition to cooperative housing societies, cooperative urban banks will also now be covered under the RTI Act. So power given to common citizen, to everyday resident, to be able to participate actively in monitoring and supervising the work of the office bearers rather than the other way round. Now, all you need to do is, we've already scrolled the things that you can do by virtue of an RTI Act. Get cracking. If you have an issue, if you have a dispute which your cooperative housing society or any particular office bearer is not acting upon, all you need to do is shoot out an RTI application, and that will now need to be answered. Now the challenge this throws up to cooperative housing societies is to bring the wherewithal to be able to deal with such applications and to be able to respond to them in a timely fashion. As you know, RTI is until now was applicable on public authorities, and usually public authorities, being government bodies, have tremendous resources and manpower at their disposal to be able to comply with RTI Act. It is a challenge how cooperative housing societies, where chairmen and secretaries and office bearers are usually disposing an honorary responsibility. It is interesting to see how they will come up with the resources required to be able to respond to queries on time. I conclude by saying that this is a most welcome decision. 75,000 plus cooperative housing societies in Mumbai alone will be affected overnight, and almost all the residents living in all those housing societies now have the option to take a pen and paper, shoot out an RTI application and ask queries and get involved in day-to-day management. Thank you very much for watching me. Subscribe. Bye-bye.